Hey there, photography lovers. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to explore how to capture stunning sunset photos using the Nikon COOLPIX P950. Sunsets are one of the most magical times to shoot, and with the right techniques, you can get some breathtaking results. So grab your camera, and let's get started. Before we dive into the settings, let's talk about timing and location. The best time to capture a sunset is during the golden hour, which is roughly an hour before the sun sets. Find a location with a clear view of the horizon, free from obstructions like buildings or trees. Now, let's set up our Nikon COOLPIX P950. First, switch your camera to manual mode, which gives you full control over the exposure settings. If you're new to manual mode, don't worry. We'll walk you through it. Start by adjusting the ISO. For sunsets, you generally want to keep the ISO as low as possible to reduce noise and keep the image quality high. Set your ISO to 100 or 200. Next, let's set the aperture. A smaller aperture, higher f number, like f8 to f16, will help you get a greater depth of field, keeping more of your scene in focus. This is especially useful for capturing the beautiful details in the sky and the landscape. Now, let's work on the shutter speed. Sunsets can vary in brightness, so start with a shutter speed of around 1/60th of a second and adjust as needed. If your image is too dark, slow down the shutter speed. If it's too bright, speed it up. Remember to check your histogram to avoid overexposure. One of the standout features of the Nikon COOLPIX P950 is its incredible 83x optical zoom. This allows you to zoom in and capture close-up details of the sun and the surrounding clouds. Use the zoom to your advantage to frame interesting compositions. To avoid camera shake, especially when using the zoom, use a tripod. A stable setup ensures sharp images, particularly in low-light conditions. Additionally, consider using the self-timer or remote shutter release to minimize any shake when pressing the shutter button. To enhance the colors and contrast of your sunset photos, you can use the camera's built-in filters or adjust the white balance manually. Set your white balance to cloudy or shade to warm up the colors and bring out the rich tones of the sunset. And don't forget to experiment with different compositions. Try placing the sun off-center using the rule of thirds, include interesting foreground elements like silhouettes, or capture reflections in water for a more dynamic shot. Finally, review your shots and make any necessary adjustments. Remember, practice makes perfect, so don't be afraid. To find out more information on the Nikon COOLPIX P950, visit the link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.